Hi, R.A.Y again. Welcome back to my channel. Yeah. So today's video is going to be about how to deal with intrusive and impulsive thoughts. Now, me personally, I have a lot of those. I can tell you that much. Even just yesterday, just last night, I had like I had a bit of a meltdown. I'm not gonna lie. Just a load of thoughts happening at once, which kind of made me believe that, you know, these thoughts like to tell me that my friends all hate me and that nobody really cares and all these other things that are just not true. I mean, I know they're not true, but during that time when I'm on a downward spiral, it's like you can't really think rationally, and I sort of lose the ability to think rationally when I'm in that sort of state of mind. But I'm gonna try and give you some sort of tips. Well, to be honest, this is kind of like a note to self kind of video. I might look back at this and be like, okay, when I'm having these sort of thoughts, I'll look back and be like, okay, this is how I should handle it. Yeah. Love my shadow in the background there. Sorry, you're just gonna have to deal with that. Until I get some decent lights, that's just the way it's gonna have to be, I'm afraid. So anyway, I'm gonna speak briefly about my experience, okay? So I have BPD and I have ADHD, I've got depression, okay? And I've got anxiety as well. Can't forget the anxiety. That's what keeps you up at night. Anyway, so I have those things going on, and when I'm sort of on a downward spiral, I tend to get these thoughts clouding my head, like just, you know, you're not good enough, nobody really cares. And honestly, they can be really damaging, not just for me, but for other people, because me being the person I am, I like to put my thoughts out there. You know, I've got a Twitter, and you know, whenever I feel away, I just sort of take to Twitter and just, although sometimes, you know, not such a great idea. However, it you know, it is my social media platform, and I guess I can do what I want with it. But I do also have to consider that certain people that I know are going to see certain things that I post. And when I have these intuitive thoughts and these impulsive thoughts, I just don't think rationally at all. I just, in my head at the time, it's probably like one of the worst things in the world is going on in my head at the time. So it's like, yeah, it's a lot to deal with, you know. But yeah, hopefully some of these tips for myself can help you out as well. So a while ago, when I was having therapy, well, I've had therapy a few times over the years, but a while ago when I was having specific kind of therapy, which is called CBT, which is designed to help your brain sort of process things differently, which, you know, I feel it really helped me a lot. But I'm just going to put like a little trigger warning. I may talk about certain things that you might not want to hear about, you know, it's stuff to do with self-harm, suicide, things like that. So yeah, this is just a warning. But yeah, when I get those intuitive thoughts, it often leads me to do things like self-harm, or I have like suicidal thoughts. The thing about having suicidal thoughts, it doesn't necessarily mean that I want to kill myself. It just, in that moment, because I'm so impulsive, it's like, oh my gosh, I just don't want to be here. I just want to end it. Like, that's my thought process. And obviously, when I'm putting that out, it could do a bit of damage, and I put that on social media. So my first tip would be to write down these thoughts. Once you write down these thoughts, and you keep a diary of all these thoughts. Once you feel these feelings, you write down what you're feeling, these things. And obviously, I'm gonna start doing this as well, because I can't be telling people write down your thoughts if I'm not gonna do the same thing. So I'm gonna start writing down these thoughts, and hopefully when I'm in a better space, better frame of mind, I can look at them and be like, what is that? I can't believe I was really thinking that. Another tip would be to, so when I was doing CBT a few years ago, I think it was second year uni, my therapist, she would basically tell me to separate myself from those thoughts. She basically, and this really helped a lot. Honestly, it did. Yeah, so she basically told me to separate myself from these thoughts. Like, as soon as your brain says to you, oh my gosh, you're not good enough, oh my gosh, you're useless, oh my gosh, your friends hate you, just literally have a conversation with yourself. Like, I know most people think, oh, talking to yourself is, crazy, but honestly, talking to yourself, sometimes you have the best conversations with yourself. Act as if that is a whole different person. You've got this side of you that has all these intuitive thoughts, impulsive thoughts, all this negative energy, you're useless, you're this, you're blah 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 blah. And then you've got the other side of you who's like healthy and well. That side of you has to go to the other side of you and be like, listen, just stop it. Act as if those thoughts are not your own. They're being placed into your head by an outside source. And just be like, listen, you're not going to control me, because you are not me. I am me. Those thoughts are not you. Another thing is, I probably made it seem like you should be completely disconnected from those thoughts. However, that is not true. Those thoughts are a part of, so you must be thinking these things for a reason. Okay, so you must be thinking that your friends are, like, I don't know, all your friends hate you, you're useless, blah 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 blah. Probably addressing why you think these things is a good way to overcome those thoughts. Like, ignoring a problem is not going to make the problem go away. So it's important for you to figure out why you're thinking those thoughts in the first place. Like, I know I say, go to therapy, but if, you don't have, I know for a fact that therapy can take some time. Like, you have to get on a waiting list. So oftentimes you have to sort of find your own way, and it can be really difficult. Like, I know when I was waiting for therapy, it was just draining, because it's like, but I need help like now. And obviously, maybe just, you know, taking that time to sort of get into your own head and sort of figure out why you're thinking these things, like what has triggered these thoughts, why has triggered these feelings, these intrusive thoughts, like what has made you think that way. And often when you look into the thoughts, okay, for example, all my friends hate me. That is a thought I have often. Why do I think that? When I look into it, I'm like, okay, so why do I think all of my friends hate me? Is it because they take too long to respond? Is it because they don't treat me the way I feel that I should be treated? And really dissecting it can sort of make you, okay, so my friends don't take long to answer their phones or something like that. Okay, you have to also think about, okay, people have lives outside of yours. Another thing that you do have to consider when you get these intrusive thoughts is that they may come back again, because nobody's perfect. Like, you can't just, you know, get rid of thoughts forever. And that's not how it works. It's about, it takes training. Like, it's brain training. It takes training for your brain to totally eliminate those thoughts, and it might take years, you know, to unlearn these specific thoughts and feelings that you get. Like, for me, for example, I know for a fact I struggle with a sense of belonging, and often I tell myself that I don't belong in particular places, or like I don't feel wanted. Like, I feel as though in order for me to feel wanted, I need constant sort of reassurance, constant, you know, like words of affirmation, you know, things like that, in order to feel as though I'm wanted, if that makes sense. And often if I don't get that, then I can be like, okay, clearly I'm not wanted, clearly, you know, I don't belong, blah blah blah, things like that. But that is obviously not necessarily the case. Once I did counselling and I really look back, and I noticed that a lot of times in my life I was sort of made to feel as if I didn't belong places, because I was moved around a lot. You know, I moved from my mum's to my grandma's, back from my grandma's back to my mum's, because I was quite a difficult to deal with. So honestly, things like that can have a long-term effect on you, and it's so easy to, you know, have those thoughts put into your head due to things like that taking place. But it's also quite difficult to unlearn that, you know. But I made that discovery recently, that I got those thoughts because I had been made to feel like I didn't belong for so long. And then that has really helped me to sort of dissect that and really think, okay, maybe these thoughts aren't necessarily my fault, because I've been made to feel that way for so long. So, in summary, when you've got these intrusive thoughts, try to, one, write them down. Make sure you keep like a diary of these thoughts, so you can look and be like, okay, this is weird, this is not the way I think, and just be like, yeah, that's not me. separate yourself from the thoughts. Once you feel them, once you have them, disconnect from them in order. I'm not telling you to forget them. I'm not telling you to face them, but don't face them as if they're your thoughts. Face them as if an outsider is like planting these thoughts into your head, and then you can look and be like, that's not cool. Then you need to look back and ask yourself why you think the way you do. So yeah, diary, separating yourself from the thoughts, and asking yourself why you think the way you do. Those are my top 3 tips on, trying to trying to eliminate those intrusive thoughts and impulsive feelings. Yeah, thank you for watching this video. Next time, I don't actually know what's happening. I'm still meant to do a video with my mom, but she's, got a busy schedule, so it might just be me again. I will be doing a video about growing up with a Caribbean family and how their attitude is towards mental health with a friend of mine. I'm not going to say who, because I don't want to put it out there and then she changes her mind. She's like, I don't want to do it anymore. And then, we have no video. But yeah, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'm so happy, by the way. My first video got 150 views. And I just think for my first video, that's actually bloody good. And I'm very happy with that. I am very happy with that. But yeah, thanks for tuning in again. Subscribe. Oh, another thing I'm gonna say is, as for my uploading, how do you say, schedule or schedule? I'm gonna say schedule because, as for my uploading schedule, yeah, it's gonna be like my brain scattered. As soon as I get a video idea, I'll film it. When I upload it is when I upload it. I'm gonna be consistent. I'm gonna try to upload between every week and every other week. And hopefully I can be back next week with another video. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye. Bye. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to say bye. Bye. Why is it so awkward? Anyway, bye.